This is the third video in the Free for Beginner Artists series, and today we're going to cover the best online educators. Some are websites, but many are YouTube channels, and over the years I have learned an incomprehensible amount from these YouTubers. Now, this list is neither comprehensive nor exhaustive, it simply includes channels that I have found to have useful free content, so I'm sharing the list. And if you find this video useful, smash like and subscribe for more. Okay, we're going to start with ArtStation Learning! This used to all be paid content, but now it offers all of its full courses totally free. You can select from 2D lessons, 3D lessons, or career advice, and ArtStation breaks the lessons into beginner, intermediate, and advanced categories. ArtStation also lists the software used in each project, though generally speaking you can take the principles of the lessons and execute them in whichever software you have. This is an invaluable resource for people wanting to learn from active industry professionals about 2D and 3D art of all kinds. 2D education! Proko. Stan Prokopenko's YouTube channel is, as far as I know, the most straightforward when it comes to teaching the fundamentals of art. Few other channels have the same level of excellent instruction for subjects such as perspective, line quality, form and volume, value, and anatomy. Marc Brunet. Seriously jam-packed with incredible information and presented by an excellent teacher, Marc Brunet ties the top of the list for sheer value over time. By watching this channel, you will learn something new. Everything from fundamentals, anatomy, shading, color theory, and industry advice. Always worth checking up on. ModernDayJames. ModernDayJames is, in my opinion, not appreciated enough. It's a spectacular channel for people wanting to learn the fundamentals of drawing. James's series on George Bridgman's anatomy and the fundamentals of art were instrumental in my learning to understand massing and form. He also, like me, loves Clip Studio Paint. For very clear instruction presented by a brilliant artist with an incredible style, look no further than ModernDayJames. David Finch. David Finch is a comic artist with incredibly useful tutorials and an approachable teaching style. This is another channel where you will learn something by watching. His understanding of anatomy is incredible, and his teaching method is very approachable. Doesn't matter if you want to draw in a comic style or not, David Finch's channel is an excellent resource to learn from. Sycra Yasin was instrumental in my early understanding of form. His videos on the coil technique and the lightning bolt technique both helped me advance tremendously. The lessons provided by Sycra are evergreen and remain a useful reference for me to this day. An excellent teacher with a host of interesting techniques and perspectives, I highly recommend a deep dive through this channel. Trent Kaniuga. This is another channel where you will learn something by watching it. Trent Kaniuga is an art and video game industry veteran who's been providing education, advice, and insight on his channel for a long time. His content covers tutorials, the artist's mindset, how to practice, and some really cool concept art reviews. His channel is especially good when you need a pick-me-up and to know that you can achieve what you set your mind on, because he has developed an entire graphic novel series and more than one video game by himself. It's a good channel for when you feel like you need a mentor. Bucci. Marco's approach to teaching makes learning complex art topics very simple. It's hard to understand how much you can learn from a 15-minute video until you watch his videos. He covers many topics, including art fundamentals, anatomy tips, and animation, but where his content truly shines is his explanations of color and value. His explanation of value was the first video that made me truly understand how value worked and why it was so strange. I can't recommend his channel enough. Sinix is just on a different plane of existence when it comes to painting and design. His anatomy quick tips are straightforward and digestible, and the design theory series especially blew my mind. I even used the design principles that Sinix taught in that series during my architecture degree. It's absolutely invaluable information. Sinix also runs ChromaCore, which is an annual amateur painting competition and is an absolute blast to watch. Highly recommended. Fowler posts fairly regular videos of his tonal sketching process, a painting method that relies on silhouettes and value to achieve quick results. His artwork is incredible, his insights are valuable, and his calm, collected presentation makes his videos a joy to watch. He also streams occasionally with industry professionals, so it's worth checking out. FZD. Feng was my greatest inspiration when I was younger, and for nearly the last decade he has posted the Design Cinema series on his Feng Design School channel. In that series he goes into detail about how to approach concept art and how to think about design. Great series for learning as well as inspiration, and words simply don't do justice to the amount of information in there, so go and check it out. It's amazing. Control Paint. I found this channel to mainly be useful for teaching how to think about drawing. Control Paint offers advice on how to approach digital painting in a way that makes it simpler to understand. It teaches to think about context, decision making, and why things are the way they are. And the Fix List playlist is particularly educational and highly recommended. 3D education! Grant Abbitt. For people who want to learn Blender, I can't recommend this channel enough. Grant's free lessons literally taught me the foundations of Blender, and I will be eternally grateful to him for that. Grant's calm, collected, methodical approach to teaching makes learning Blender straightforward and accessible, which I didn't think was possible before finding his channel. If you're interested in learning Blender for any reason, start with Grant Abbitt and your abilities will skyrocket. Seriously. And Grant, if you ever watch this video, thanks mate. Blender Guru. Andrew Price, aka Blender Guru, has arguably the most famous Blender tutorial of all time, the beloved beloved donut. This tutorial will teach you the fundamentals of modeling, texturing, and rendering in Blender, and is kept up to date with the latest versions. Join the millions who have conquered the donut and try out this spectacular tutorial. Crossmind Studio. While this channel covers plenty of useful Blender tutorials, I'm adding it to this list because of the Geometry Nodes for Beginners playlist. These tutorials are of such high quality that I'm stunned they are free. You can learn a ton from Crossmind Studio, but especially so if you want to learn how to use geometry nodes. It's an astonishingly good resource. Polycosm. Another drastically underappreciated YouTube channel that teaches concept art processes from beginning to end and covers both 2D and 3D workflows. Christina and Omerjan are funny, knowledgeable, and well-spoken and teach in a clear, understandable manner. This channel is excellent for people who want to see a project go from the first idea to the final polish, and it's full of unique tips and tricks. Go show those two some love, they deserve it. Now, there are many other art educators out there, and I am thankful to each and every one of them for helping us all to get this far. Without these videos to help me learn, I would have given up on my artistic ambitions long ago, so thank you. And if you have any favorite channels that you think people can learn from, put them in the comments below so we can all take a look. Special thanks to my patrons and the Deuces Club for all of the support, and I will see you in the next one. Deuces!